Okay, welcome back to Simply Skill Skin Sync Lab. The the Simply Skill Sync Lab is a place where to be, where you learn everything you want to know, technically, soft skill development, leadership development. I mean, this is one place to be. We have different learning areas. So I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, and then of course follow everything so you have access to a whole lot of learning there. Now today I'll be looking at 5 basic Excel functions you definitely need. 5 basic Excel functions you need. So I'm going to use a sample file. So this is just a file, just a general file. Okay, it's not it's a sample file. So it may not look like what you are familiar with, but just let's use it to drive our exercise. So what are these functions that we want to look at? We want to look at the sum function. We want to look at the count function. We want to look at the average function. We want to look at the max, and we will look at the min, the mean. So what does the sum function, what do we use it for? So this is used to sum all values. The sum function is used to sum all values in a range. So sum all values in a range of data. Okay, that's the sum function. Then the count function is counts all values in a range of data. Okay, so this one calculates the average of range of values. Okay, that calculates the average. So what is average? Average will be add all values together and divide by the number of observations. So if you add 4 values, you divide by 4. That is average. Okay, then max, that returns the largest value, right, in a range. So it gives you the largest value. So it looks for throughout your range and returns the largest value. So the last one returns, which is mean, returns the lowest value in a range. Okay, so these very 5 functions are very useful when you're trying to understand your data better. So you want to know what's the total sales, how many sales do we have, what's the average of sales, what's the largest sales, what is the lowest sales. So I can say, give me the total sales, and I will just put equal sign SUM, then open the bracket, SUM, open the bracket, and then make my selection. Okay, there are various ways to do your selections. You can use your mouse selection to drag, to select the range. But what if you have a very long range of data. So are you going to be using the mouse until you get to the end of it? So not, definitely not. So I will not use this method. All right. So I'll not use this method. But this is what we want to achieve. Just select the range that is in column D, because you are summing only the amount, and then you get your answer. But let me use another method. So I will just say equals sum, open brackets. That's use the shift 9 to open the bracket, and then click the first value. But this is going to be on your keyboard. The work is going to be on your keyboard. So click the first value, then hold the control and the shift key together. So the control and the shift key is very important. So you hold them together. So I mean, if you look at my screen, I have a video screen attached to this. What I'm saying, you can look at my hand. So the way I bring the shift key, this is the shift at the top here. This is the control. So I have the two. So I'm using these two fingers, the thumb and this. So I'm using this. All right. So I'll use this and I'll hold the two together. Then I will click the down arrow key. That's, we have 4 cursor keys on the right side of the keyboard. So I'll click the down arrow key, and that will select all my range at the same time. So all I just need to do is close the bracket and press enter. Then I get my total sales. So I want to get the number of sales. So in this case, I'm going to need the count function. So I will say equals count. Now functions are not case sensitive. So whether you type it in lowercase or uppercase is fine. I mean, Excel will usually change it to uppercase when you hit the enter key. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'll click the first value, hold the shift key and the control key, use the down arrow key, and then I can simply just use enter. Even Excel can help you to finish the closing brackets. I mean, so if you want to be very fast, you can do that. Then we want to get average of sales. So for the average of sales, I'm going to say equal sign, and then I'll put average. So you type the average completely, you type the word in full, you go to the first value in column D, which is D2, hold your shift and control key and cursor down arrow, and then press enter. So you have the average of sales. Now let's look at the highest value. Okay, highest or largest sales value. Okay, so we are going to say equals max, that is equals max. We'll follow the same pattern, click the first value, shift and control down arrow, and then just put enter. So one of the things that you need to ensure you do in Excel is speed. Okay, speed. You need to maintain speed. I mean, learn how to do things faster. Imagine if I have to select all my range and then come, that would be too cumbersome. All right, so I just click. So even if you have 10,000 rows of data, 20,000, 30,000, just click the first value, hold the shift and control, and then the down arrow, and then press enter. So you have your value. Oh, sorry. So this is supposed to be the lowest sales. I will just say lowest sales. So well, this returns the number of sales. This returns the total sales. So as it is now, I understand my data. So looking at the data here, I can easily say, oh, what is the total? This is the total. How many items, how many sales do we have? Oh, we have 213 sales. What's the average of our sales? Is 4,800, and so you can make decision based on this. Okay, if we have average sales of 4,000, That means maybe your target has not been reached averagely. You will know. Then the highest sales, you know, what is the highest that you have been able to achieve, and then what is the lowest sales. So this is a very good tool. So the sum, the count, the average, the marks, and the mean are very good functions that you definitely need in your work. Okay. All right. So I encourage you to subscribe to the Simply Scale Lab YouTube channel to get more. There are lots and lots of things to learn from the channel. Okay. So subscribe, share with your friends in the office and other places. Um, don't keep the knowledge to yourself. All right. Okay. So see you next time, and bye for now.